We have now official confirmation that Lisa Cook has sued the president to keep her job at the Federal Reserve. The details of the lawsuit haven't yet been placed on the court's computerized system, but as soon as we have that, we will get more for you on exactly the grounds on which she is suing. But she has sued the president over his move to dismiss her from the Fed, as they said she would.
And Mike, I mean, bring us up to speed. Give us the context for what we're talking about here. We know that, of course, President Trump has been pressuring the Federal Reserve. Mostly that has been, up until this point, kind of focused on Chairman Jerome Powell. But, of course, he's turned his attention to Fed Governor Lisa Cook in the last week or so. Well,
there's a couple of elements to this, Katie. One is that the president could, in theory, if he can get rid of Cook, end up with a majority of governors on the Board of Governors. Whether that would translate into getting him what he wants, we still don't know. But it also may be, if she sues and loses, especially if she loses a request for a temporary restraining order to keep her job while this goes through the courts, then that puts more pressure on Jay Powell, because then the president might think he could get rid of Powell without a court stepping in. It all's going to turn on the question of what for cause means, because the Federal Reserve Act says they can only be fired for cause, and the Supreme Court said that that is accurate, that they need a reason. So we will keep an eye on that and see what her argument is and whether that would apply to Powell as well.
Right. I mean, how likely is it that the Supreme Court questions the reason that the President of the United States gives, considering the fact that the Supreme Court has ruled in favor of the Trump administration in the lion's share of the cases it's reviewed this year? And the market, regardless of what your take on that is, seems to not really care about this. The 10-year yield is at 4.23 right now, and the curve is flattening.
Well, we don't have a decision yet. We don't have any kind of adjudication yet, so the market is kind of looking past this. There have been some signs in the long end that there is a little bit of concern about what might happen. But in general, it appears the markets are either going to wait for some sort of decision, or they just believe that the president will not win this one. We don't know. As far as Powell and Cook's issue is that what the president's cause is something that she did before she came to the Fed in her private life. Does that rise to the level of for cause in the Federal Reserve Act? Generally, with government officials, it deals with behavior while you're on the job. But if they can make this for cause a private matter as well, then that might open up Powell or other members of the Federal Reserve Board of Governors to actions by the administration.